Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be a question that we got on the last video we done about 5 things that we liked and disliked so far about being off grid. Question was, could we get into the cost? And we will. I'm sure, as you already know, the cost could vary from place to place. Our situation may be different from everyone else's situation. While we talk about the cost, we got a little project we're going to do. We're going to be building a barn this summer, hopefully, or starting it. We're going to go out there. All I have is some paint right now, so we're going to mark the trees that we're going to cut down. I'll carry you along. So yeah, we want to put a barn over here, so we're going to come over here and mark some trees and cut some down this winter in preparation for the barn. So, cost. We'll get off first with the cost of clearing the land and putting the driveway in. We had a recommendation from a local guy not far from our property. Great guy, great, can't say enough great things about him. If we didn't have him and a few others, there's no telling where this project would be by now. So, for him to clear almost 2 acres of land, put in a driveway, that costed us around $15,000, which is a lot of money. But I put up a clip. This was raw land. There was a hint of a driveway from past years, but it was grown up. There was no way that we could have got a vehicle up here without it being cleaned up. So the well was a recommendation from the guy that was clearing our land, and he was able to get the well guy here within a day. We were probably 3 days out from having our camper pulled up here, and we thought we were going to have to catch our water or bring it in. But the guy that was clearing our land, he was able to arrange the well to be dug within 2 days. So initially, the well, we hit water at like 26 feet, but it wasn't good quality water. Like, it wasn't pumping enough water. So we went down a little bit deeper to around 100 foot, and we were getting plenty of water. So he went down a little bit further just in case, and the well wound up costing us around $7,000. All right, the septic system. Now that's a doozy. Septic system, the design costed $700. We had to pay a man to come out here and design the system, and he charged $700. So the contractor that's going to put in the septic system, he gave us an estimate of $12,100. As y'all don't know yet, we decided to probably put the septic system on hold for a little while, and we're going to try our hand at composting toilets. Since we're going to have our own garden, we figure we'll go that route for right now. But yeah, that was the cost so far for the driveway, the land clearing, and the septic system. Now in your area may be different. It may be cheaper. Up here we got a lot of slate rock right at the top of the soil. So drilling the well, it had to go through rock, and that cost a little bit more. The septic system has to be dug through that slate rock, so it's going to cost a little bit more. And finally, the cost of the property in general could vary from area to area, but where we're at in northern Maine, you can, from what I have found, get bulk, raw, off-grid land fairly cheap. As it sits right now, we have little over 30,000 in our 27-acre plot of land, and we felt like that was a deal, so that's why we pulled the trigger on it. I mean, it's got a great view, great location, and two, that's another thing that will affect all this cost is location. Depending on your location could cause the cost to go up or down. I know from my experience of being in North Carolina, the cost of putting in a well is a little bit different. The soil down there is mostly sand where I was at. The septic system could be a little bit cheaper in North Carolina where we were at. Most of that was sandy area, so you don't have to bring in a lot of field dirt. I mean, it drains pretty good. All them factors in the cost of all these things. And for what we wanted and where we wanted to be, that's how much we had to spend. There were some more additional costs to setting up our situation in this journey. So we had to buy a camper. We bought that camper outright. We didn't want a payment. We wanted to try to do this all debt-free without payments. So the initial cost for our camper, which I think is like 32 foot, 34 foot with 3 slide outs, it was used, it was around $15,000. And the pad to set the camper on, that price was included in the land clearing and the driveway. The gentleman also put us a pad to put our camper on. I do want to take a minute to thank all the new subscribers. I think at the point of this video we're past 600, and me and my wife could not have dreamed of being this far along in this journey. To have 600 people want to see how we're doing, it's just amazing, and we really appreciate it, and thank you for your support.